Put your rifles up, no matter what, God, put your rifles up. LB, put your rifles up, catch 'em and stick 'em. I don't worry about dropping mine, cause you know my hands are consistent. Can't worry about a place or position. I wish sometimes they would let the fans.
Welcome back to Tarp Talk, everybody. So, made it to the end of the month. I hope everybody's been enjoying all the Light Brigade history that we've been putting up, different pictures and little known facts about the group that you probably didn't know. And we saved the best two for last. So we'll post those this weekend to finish out the month. But tonight for Talk, we are doing our 2009 show, The Drum. And we picked this one because it's kind of symbolic to like Black History Month. The drum was, is universal. And so let's bring in our cast. We got a new face. I'm telling you, if that gun go off, Chance, you are out. We got Jill, Patrick, Rodney. Oh, the Carrie entered. I didn't know he was here.
Shit.
We're going to go, MRE. Say everybody.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Well, Carrie about to go on a date.
Let's get to it.
I got plans tonight, so let's get
it. I got plans.
Wait, stop it. Stop it.
I got plans.
2009. Oh, Justin, I love that show. Great job.
Why was I put on a stick? Why was I on a stick? Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
You popping it off.
That was why you couldn't catch that toss rollover. But
right.
Jill, here's the thing. What's the cash after V that's going to come on? I bet you. I guarantee I'm catching it. I bet you I'm catching it. I bet you.
It's okay. They shit. I didn't catch the blade toss all year.
You couldn't catch a quad.
That's a piece of my man Angelo. He was in the Saber.
Wow.
Yo, somebody had Angelo on Saber.
He in a bottom right corner right there.
Well,
somebody had me on stick. I'm a grown man. Had me on a stick.
I'm so sorry that affected your life like it did, but
It did. This ain't something that I forgot. I carry it with me every day.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Have a stick with the rubber. With the rubber like that be on the end of the canes, on the ends of them.
Damn.
It was very effective. Stop.
It was. I think you and Ricky did a great job with that.
See what I'm okay.
Curry had me on a rifle.
It was just all about placement of the stage.
Oh, the rifle!
Christina had a
It lasted one show.
What?
Them giraffes, them giraffes, them rifles you made look like giraffes.
Oh.
And whistles and trampolines.
Remember those leaves? Oh,
leaves.
Them leaves was hot though.
I have my leaves still. I was looking for them.
Well, the whistle didn't work because hell, y'all kept forgetting them and leaving them at home.
I kept them the whole show. I always had mine.
I can't guarantee you that the whistle was being blown at the right time, but I had it every show.
That's cool.
Oh wow!
So what's a moment from that show that everybody remembers?
Cassandra and Jill and Jill.
What's up, Jason?
I'm here.
What's up, Jason?
How are you? Oh, look at Jill. Hi, Jill.
Hi, Jason.
Sorry, I was like shoving my face with French fries from Chick-fil-A and all that. So, but I'm. Oh, go, my boyfriend's on here. Oh.
All right, so everybody, tell us a moment from that show before we watch it.
Cassandra running into Jill in the show and running to the back corner.
Yes.
My stomach.
And the music cutting off in Atlanta, and Bouquet saying, "Knuckle up, little though, knuckle up, knuckle you butt."
Remember.
No music stopping and Larry Carey getting across the floor in 3 steps.
In Atlanta, he said, cut.
Hey, you know what? You know what? That's on YouTube.
It is on YouTube.
But it cut off too.
Hey, it was a wrap after that. WGI
I
was
saw the
like,
DVD looking for one to play today.
Do you remember when I busted my eye open? I think Janelle was like, Jason, you're bleeding. Remember, I busted my face open like halfway through the show.
I remember that.
Oh, wow.
I hit myself twice in the face in the same day, and your mom made me sit out the rest of the practice because she thought I was going to keep hurting myself.
So when the season first started, the cast wasn't originally what it was, right? And we were doing across the floors.
Right.
And Carrie almost blew a gasket because at the same time, Rodney, Champ, Sheila, Shelly, and Jason all walked in at the same time while we doing across the floors. And it was like the first, it was like the Carrie was like, yo, I'm like getting all these new toys. That was crazy.
I called it the Taliban was showing up.
Well,
like they all walked in at the same time. They're all at the same time.
Yeah, because my first weekend there, it was only like 12 people.
Yeah.
But every weekend I came, it was like more and more and more. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
I was messaging Rodney on MySpace like, Rodney, you coming back or what? You remember that, Rodney?
I do. I do
You
remember
just saying
that.
that. No, you don't.
I do, because I was done after 2007.
He was. Yo, I was on Rodney all summer like, yo, you're coming back. You're coming back. You're coming back.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, Pat, with the recruiting. Okay.
His ass ain't even coming.
What's Champ doing? He
What
working?
regionals did we do? We did Atlanta.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You know, funny story.
Pittsburgh, yes.
Funny story. Pittsburgh is the regional where the costumes showed up. Like I had them shipped to wherever we were going to stay, the hotel where we were going to stay.
Oh, how about
I'll never forget when the girls put on theirs. Your mom looked at me and she was like, "Oh hell no, they ain't wearing that."
She said, "Oh," and the Carrie said, "Oh hell yes, they are."
Needs her butt cover, everything.
Oh wow.
I do remember that.
Was that side swiping bomb you?
Ended up being really good. I love
working. Like,
huh?
Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
What?
Muffled.
I can't.
I said, was that side swiping Bob's year?
Side swiping Bob.
Bob, that wasn't that year.
It wasn't a year in Pittsburgh when he hit the car?
No, I think that was hard goodbye.
That was the hard goodbye. I didn't even Mars that year, and I knew.
Oh shit!
Oh.
That was 06.
I can't hear Champ on my end.
Because he's working. Like, come on.
Anyway.
I can't hear him on my end.
You don't need to. He working over there. We can't hear him anyway.
All right, y'all want to watch the show? I gave Arthur. I gave him 2 shows.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know which one he's gonna play first. I don't know if he's gonna play Dayton or if he's gonna play Wildwood. But we were missing people.
I wasn't in Wildwood.
I guess
it was like
it now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a stick on both of them, so.
Here we go.
And then remember Trey hurt her foot, so she didn't march in Wildwood either.
Yep.
Come on, flag.
Oh,
Yeah, he went to the wrong hole.
here we go.
That whistle God. That whistle
Yeah,
God.
out of gas. All right, Drill.
Wow.
That shit was hard.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see
Yeah.
that coming.
Yeah. It wasn't bad.
That show was hard, man.
But remember, Remember we
That's
learned
when I
that
knew
track?
I was done.
I didn't get it through it till Dayton. That's how I know it was.
Man,
That
I was
last
winded by the time I picked the rifle up. I was already tired.
Yeah, wow.
No, by the time the whistles came out, I don't think anybody had enough breath to do that.
That whistle died like.
That last whistle was hurt.
Listen,
That last gasp, yo, that joint was dead.
Listen, I just put the
I
whistle
knew
in my mouth. I wasn't blowing nothing. I could barely breathe after the push-ups. Okay, that's the thing.
He was lip singing that part.
Yeah,
What
Jason,
you
did you
say?
even have your whistle?
Oh, I had it, but I
So,
didn't do it. It was in my mouth.
so look, Harry, when did you figure out that's the show you wanted to do?
I think after the first weekend up there.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Crazy, like I ain't gonna
I mean,
black people.
I kind of had the concept for a while, but obviously finding the right group to do it. And then after
Right.
that first weekend, I kind of knew, hey, this is it. So,
I remember you gave us like a list of shows typed on a paper and like how
Yeah.
it all was going to play out.
yeah.
Was a hard show. I had to be on stick, but
Yeah, because I think before I even came, I gave Sheila a list of concepts, and I think
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's just the drum was one of the ones that I think everybody kind of liked.
So was the music in its entirety, was that done prior to us like practicing, or you was working on that while the like simultaneously while we were getting closer to the first show date? Like, did that make sense?
I was working on it before.
Okay.
I mean, it was done
Hey,
probably
Trey.
before the first show, but I always add tweaks as we go. Because the first half of that was original stuff. That's just me in some studio in Atlanta hitting on bottles and stuff.
Pots and Pans Studio, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You put me on a stick. I don't care. You put me on a stick.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man. But somebody had to do that part. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was just where you were in the staging. That's all.
But Patrick, you did the trampoline. It don't count.
Huh?
He tried to redeem himself. I was pissed. Listen, I ain't go to practice that day when y'all was doing the drill. I had to work or something. And I come back to practice, and they giving me a stick. We at the Power Center. I'm pissed off, yo. I go outside. I'm steaming. Rodney came outside to talk to me. I was pissed, yo. Rodney said, "You good?" I was like, "No." He put me in a stick.
Oh, I remember that.
And I damn sure wasn't giving up my spot for a stick.
Y'all remember I quit a week before dating, and they tried to give Mike the trampoline.
Oh wow! And what happened?
And then I came back, and they took him right off. He said,
"Oh yeah, oh no, that ain't happening."
Oh wow, that's crazy.
That was some ish, yo.
Yeah, I don't even know how the trampolines come about. I don't even remember that.
Well, they came about from my job. So did the whistles, courtesy of my old job at Dick's.
Cool.
I don't think they were in the show originally.
No, I don't think so.
No, because remember that we ain't learned that ended flag feature until the week that Sunday before dating.
Yeah,
right.
it changed.
That new drill
coming in. Yeah.
Because I think that's when the trampolines was put in. If I might be wrong.
No, you're right. We were at some school.
No, the trampolines was in way before dating. They was in way before dating.
There's a video on YouTube at a local show, and it was in there, but the end of the show is different.
Yeah. The ending was we did at some school.
We did Archbishop Wood. We did that Sunday before there, and we like, what the heck?
hey, champ. Remember Maurice? Remember we was practicing, and I started talking. Maurice said, "I'm trying to get an 85.4. Are you?" I was like, "Shut up, you geek! Like, what are you talking about?" Yo, this is a dweeb.
Oh wow!
It was a fun year. It was a fun year. Christina had to save her so long.
Oh my God!
I just remember all that talent. Like, we had so much. Like, it was so much talent that year. There was a lot of talent on the floor that year. Like, a lot of talent.
Ricky marching here.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Daniel filled in.
Oh, I forgot about Daniel.
What's her name? God, what's her name?
Who, Leah Cass? Who you talking about, LaCarrie?
Oh, Susan.
Rest in peace, Susan.
Rest in peace, Susan. But that year, she was like my nemesis, yo. Wasn't she?
Oh my god!
Oh, I remember that one.
This
I
09?
remember taking that picture.
Yeah, look at Justin in the back.
How was that 09? Brett didn't march 09.
I got my band on.
Brett?
No, it was because
that's definitely 09.
Yeah, Brett was there for
That's
like
definitely
half
09.
right?
Yeah.
Brett, he was there for a
That
little
might be
while,
with
then
the
quit,
Hickens.
right?
But then he quit. Didn't Brett quit or something?
And that was Tayana too. What was those people at?
Yeah.
Tayana marched.
Remember?
Oh, she did march. Tiana
No.
definitely. My bad, Tay. My bad, Tay. I ain't gonna do you like that.
Where's that first year?
Remember, Brett and I had words in rehearsal. Was that year? And I told him he could walk. He could leave.
That was probably it.
Yeah, either that. It was that or 2010.
That is that year.
Look at my hair.
Wow. That's not 09.
Champ gonna find his way in every picture, yo.
Lawrence.
Champ gonna find his way in every picture.
Man, there was some.
Where Champ at? Where Champ?
Probably to the side.
He there somewhere.
He there.
Watching me.
What?
Face frozen like that. Pittsburgh.
I remember the Pittsburgh hot
I definitely was in that picture.
Y'all was in the gym trying to be buff. I'm like, what? If y'all don't get in this hot tub and stop playing, they trying to be buff in the gym.
Like everyone, Ricky, and then Patrick.
We go there.
The boys trying to be buff. Like, if y'all don't get in this hot tub, like, come on.
Right.
I
didn't know y'all that well. I think I stayed in my room most of that trip.
Where was that at? That was in Atlanta?
That's
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, y'all remember when I quit at the show when y'all was all yelling at me?
What show was that?
I do. What's the Hicken?
That wasn't with the Hicken. That was Timber Creek.
There's one of them over there.
They ain't even near each other, Maurice.
Doesn't matter.
Over there. And I quit.
You did
And I
like
said, y'all not. Cause I was a high head, LaCarrie.
Yeah.
Cry baby.
I was. Cry baby Jill. What's your dog name, Jill? What's your dog name? What's your dog name, Patrick? You named your dog after me?
No.
Oh.
Feels like no.
Hey, do y'all remember when the music stopped in Atlanta? It was at the end of the show. We had to do the whole show over again, though.
Rodney, I remember your face when that happened. Rodney was in tears, like pissed.
I'll tell you this. I can count on one hand how many times I shed tears over Color Guard, and that was one of the only times.
I remember that vividly, Rodney. I remember that.
Over again. The whole show, we were at the whistle part, and we had to start over again.
And we was on point, too.
We were, and I said, "Oh my God, I don't even have enough energy to do one run, let alone two back to back." Like we were at the
show.
Exactly.
All I remember is Rodney. All I remember is your face, Rodney. That's it.
That was a year. That was a show that screwed us for the rest of the year.
Right.
But
let me tell you something.
I have to say though, I had a better show the second time around than the first. I was the only one.
Right. But I tell you what, that performance that night, it was hot up until that point.
It was
hot.
It was.
Yeah, we was on point.
Being close to. I think we were close to Crown Guard because I remember how we were saying how close we were at in Atlanta, and then in Dayton they made finals. I was like, how is that even possible? We were like real close to them to the point where we almost beat them.
Right.
That show was hot and the gym was hot. It was hot.
Politics.
Well, yeah.
I think we had to go. I think they got to go get water and stuff. So
I'm
we had
through
to
with them anyway. So
y'all remember that?
So Jason, how did it get you out of retirement that year?
I don't know. I
It
couldn't
was
even
me.
tell you.
It was me, Jay.
I
It was
think it was
me.
Rick.
Look at Champ. Gotta take the credit. Look.
And
No,
Jason.
go
It
ahead,
was
Tarp,
me,
because
you,
I
and
got it.
Trey. Me, you, and Trey, and all we had to do was sit down.
yeah, how did that come about, Jason?
I thought maybe it was because Ricky needed a ride, and then I just needed something to do. I'm assuming. I mean, I really couldn't remember back that far, to be
Yo.
honest with you.
Because a lot of us weren't there in the beginning.
Yeah, y'all weren't.
Right.
Y'all were not there. Y'all were not there. Like,
I was there.
yeah, we had to settle for you. You was there. Like,
I know after 2007, I was just like, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
I was on MySpace, Rodney, all summer.
What was I
But
doing?
yo, you're
I don't
coming
know.
back, and y'all
all
all
I
came
know
back
is-
to the same practice.
Yeah, all I know is every time I would fly back to Atlanta, Sheila would call me and say, "Hey, well, we got 3 more." I'm like,
Yeah.
We had
but
a
it
good
all
number of
worked
people
out.
too.
Yeah.
We had a good number of people.
we had Charma back. Charma.
Yeah. Where is she?
That was a lot of people coming out of retirement that year.
Mm.
That was my last year. I retired after that.
Oh, that's what you didn't march again?
Nope. You retired me, LeCarry. You put me in the stick. I can't have it no more. Like,
well,
you put me on the stick.
You know, go ahead.
I don't know why, Patrick. I don't know why that made you mad. I couldn't wait to twirl my stick, baby. Okay, couldn't wait to twirl my stick. Look, I was doing too much from the beginning. So when I saw that stick, I was like, yes. And I actually, I was like, you helped me with the stick stuff.
I was stick captain.
Stick captain.
Oh, that's right.
He was stick captain.
Yeah, why am I stick captain?
Listen, you had to make it worth your while. So you just nominated yourself as stick captain. Nobody argued with you.
And y'all just didn't argue with me. Okay, Patrick. Okay.
Let
Whatever.
him be happy. That's what he want. Let him shut up and have him.
Yeah.
I was stick and whistle captain.
Yeah. I remember you taking.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember you taking the sticks over in the corner at the Power Center and working out some stuff. Yeah.
Don't try to egg me on the carry. Like, come on.
On point.
Stick.
All right, I got a question. What part of the show did you hate rehearsing? Because I got a couple.
Probably that stick part. Me and Ricky just aimlessly running across the floor. Yeah, like try that stick part.
That beginning,
and not that you hated what you were doing. It's just like you were like, all right, I don't want to rehearse this. I just want to do it.
And then the rifle part after that, when we were in the pairs. Remember we was in pairs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like we were in pairs. I hated. I hated. Yeah, you're right. Not what we were doing. Just keep doing it over and over.
You hated doing rehearsing.
And it was 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah. Oh my God.
For me, it was anything.
Hey, on my fingertips that blade toss. Like it was one of those things where we just like kept rehearsing it in practice, and I just knew every time I wasn't going to catch it, but I just kept doing it anyway. Oh my gosh.
We knew to.
I didn't get it till Dayton. It took the whole season for me to get that one toss. Like
that's where it counts.
The worst.
I didn't like rehearsing anything on Saber.
No, that Saber fun. That Saber stuff was fun to rehearse. I enjoyed that.
I like doing it. I hate it rehearsing.
Yes, I love the Saber part. I just hate practicing it.
No, the stuff coming out that straight line when we got into our pods, I hated working on that too.
The new stuff or the old stuff?
I don't remember that, Maurice. I just know.
I'm like, what?
At the beginning, there was 2 different kinds of straight line work.
All right. So, what was everybody's favorite part of the show?
Did y'all get to y'all favorite part of the show?
Ronnie just asked that, my guy.
Huh?
Rodney just asked that.
I like when the saber came up front.
Up front, were you on the ground?
No, the girls.
On the ground.
Yeah.
I know. I'm about to click off anyway. I'm about to click off
That
because it keeps kicking me out and I'm ready.
Now, my favorite part probably would have been I wasn't in it, but them leaves was on point.
Yeah, I was about to say that. The leaves.
Yeah, them leaves was on point. You couldn't tell Lee nothing. Lee used to kill that joint.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
what's your favorite
that's
part,
another
Champ?
thing.
You over there working?
That's another thing too. When I talked about doing leaves,
The
Sheila was
rifle
like,
part, when we
"What the
come up
hell?
and do
What?"
Because LeCarra's putting everything in the show.
We
Everything.
did have a lot of
Because he had the group to do it. He said, "Oh, I got this many people. All right, I'm having leaves, whistles, everything."
You're right.
Remember we wore face paint. We wore face paint too.
Oh yeah.
It was on the floor because of Jay.
Yeah. Hey, we were throwing everything in there.
Everything in the world was in that show.
Yeah.
I gotta say that probably was one of my hardest shows to spin.
Yeah.
Yeah. What made it hard was stamina. You had to have a lot of stamina in the show.
Yeah.
You're running.
I wasn't in this one, but I watched.
Oh, but I'll watch.
Ronnie, were you on vacation, right?
No, I was on tour.
Okay.
Rodney never did Wildwood with us. He was too good for that. Rodney would never do Wildwood.
He did
Rodney Smith broke in 2007. I ain't see him since.
He was too good for Wildwood.
I did every Wildwood but this one.
Really?
Yes.
I marched in uniform in Wildwood one of them years though. So 04.
04, I was there because we wore the fitted hat.
Yeah.
I stand corrected. My bad, Rodney. Hey.
Yeah. By the way, Champ never finished that floor. By the way.
Yes. Asia.
I did the
Asia's messed up. Asia's not done.
That floor looks good though.
But the painted, that floor is like really detailed to be painted though.
I know.
Yeah.
Look at those circles.
This when he started his tattoos, y'all.
He was on point with that circle though.
Yeah, the circles though. Look at those. Look at those.
It really looks like a
I
digital
crawled around the
floor.
floor with a string and someone held something in the middle.
Oh, that's how y'all got that?
Yeah. My knees were all bruised. That. You have no idea the work that was put into those circles. Appreciate it.
We were there, Joe. We know.
Don't get smart with you.
I don't think I've ever seen the show.
Don't say it if you don't mean it.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one either. Maybe
Remember, Cheryl used to always yell at Cassandra around this time because she'd take her time setting up. Every show, she yelling at her.
We used to get them girls hell. Cassandra, Lauren, and we used to give them hell.
You give all the girls hell.
That is true. Sue me.
I ain't see this copy either.
Yeah.
Who TV is that?
You don't got no sound?
Uh-oh.
Yo, they cheer for that.
Yeah, my dad, the one video he recorded for it, he was like, "Oh, this is where they do the push-ups."
Look at Justin. What are you doing? Anything he wanted. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like whatever the fuck you want.
Look at him, y'all.
He look like a loose dog.
This man is your masseuse now. Like, this man is your masseuse.
He did that good.
He did his own choreo. You know that, right?
Yes. All he did was put on Coming to America and call it a day.
Part 2's out next week.
That's right.
We watching that, John?
You know he is.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
This was always clean.
Oh, what I have on my sweatband?
Go ahead, Shells.
My sweatband.
You see about the fridge? It should be under the fridge. You see it?
Girl in front. Oh, Cassandra. That was her name, wasn't it?
Look at Justin. Look, what are you doing? Janelle was too hype on his part. Too hype. Come on, Shells.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay.
Man, Jay was always the daredevil, man.
Jay is nuts. He would try anything.
Right.
Let's go, Sticks.
You so silly.
Stick line's clean.
I was looking at those sticks. They're looking at us up front.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, champ.
All right, champ.
Hip.
I killed that jump. That little nipple, I killed that shit.
My favorite part right here.
I really like that flag design.
Yeah, that flag is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, flag.
Angelo with the solo.
Yay.
Oh wow.
That's right.
There you go.
Yep. Oh.
One whistle out there.
Where y'all whistles at?
It went from 6 to 1.
Whistle captain.
That's probably Jay.
Okay, Joe.
Okay, Jill.
Yeah. I was leaf captain. I wasn't good enough to be leaf captain.
Jill was leaf captain.
I still have him.
Okay, Drew.
I like that flag too, though.
Ding.
It is.
Patrick, you didn't get the legs flat now.
I was gassed, man.
That's a lot of shows.
Sorry,
I don't even know how we got through that. Yeah,
No,
that's a lot.
Hey, kept you in shape, man.
That's too much.
I used to cheat that trampoline part because I couldn't get my legs out. You right, Rodney. Y'all, Jill said she was Leaf captain though.
I wasn't Leaf.
Yeah,
we believe it.
Captain. You believe it?
You was Leaf captain.
You know, I gave Champ that solo in the center because he dropped that toss in Prince show.
Oh yeah.
I wanted him to redeem himself.
Yeah, that was rolling dice though. He dropped that a lot. Well, he caught that half. He had that a lot too.
I only dropped it in Pittsburgh.
What'd you say, Champ?
I can't even hear it.
In
Pittsburgh, he said the only time he dropped it.
That was it.
Right.
I said you halved it a lot though.
I never have. I either dropped it or quick it. I never have.
I can't catch no halves either.
You picking at his shit like you can do it.
Jill, who was talking to you though? Leave this to the pros. Like,
we're all talking.
Always giving Jill a hard time, man.
But that's what I mean. When people that's not qualified to talk to me. That's why the girls got it so much. Like, why are you talking to me? Like, what you doing?
Qualified?
Wow.
Now you're about to start Patrick. Now you're about to turn me up.
Patrick's mad. It's so hard. It's so hard to get Patrick mad.
Wow.
Okay. Well, who was the captains that year? The same one? Maurice, you was co-captain?
Yeah.
Well, we know the captain was.
Well, hell yeah. I mean, how many years she been captain?
37, and I can't stand that woman.
He said 37.
She
37 years.
She was born a captain.
Yeah.
Wow.
She definitely was.
Where's she at?
That was good year.
Any profound things stick out to y'all from that year? I know for me, I don't remember. You know how we do the words every year, y'all? Like we pick the words out for people and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky had my word, and I never remember my words like ever for like to this day. My word was firebrand. And that's when I realized, like, yo, I really must be snapping on people then if you're gonna make that my word. That was some ish.
I think one of the most memorable parts of the season to me.
Okay, well, where did our captain go? Did she leave us?
What'd you say, Champ?
I said one of the most memorable parts of the season for me is just how like we all came together out of nowhere. Like as far as like me, Jason, Trey, Sheila, we was all out drinking one night. We was just playing around like, yo, we should march. And everybody was like, yeah, we should go. And we all showed up. We was like 2 weeks in, we was like, oh shit, we really marching.
Trey wasn't at that first practice, was she?
No, none of us were.
No, I mean when y'all came back, Trey was there too?
Trey?
Yeah.
No.
I thought Trey came like a week after that. Oh, see.
We came.
I'm telling y'all, me and Maurice talk about that all the time, how the carry face look when all of y'all just kept walking in the door. It was like, yo, it was like,
but
and it was colorful too. He was like, who was all these people? Like his face was.
He had that, but he had to walk. He had like a confident walk, like a.
Didn't he, Maurice?
Yeah,
me and Maurice talking about. You know how the carry walk. You know how he walked, yo. Like
he said, "Yeah, good shit. Oh yeah."
Because LeCarry would be like, all right, toss, turn around, lean back, catch it under your back. Can y'all do that? And we'd be like, we just do it like. Then all that time, like me and Maurice talk about that all the time. How your face look when like. All the people came, like we were in the middle of across the floors, and like it was like, yo, all these people coming. It was like 6 of y'all.
Right.
At Schoolhouse Lane.
Yeah, it was exciting to me, you know. It was like talent beyond talent. You know?
Yeah, that was dope though. When all y'all came back.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of Beyonce singing.
Julian checking us talking about do your African
Yeah,
dance.
it was straight. We should have
Do
beat
your African dance.
Do your dance.
Okay, Jill, you remember that? Okay.
Yo, read Jill.
Yeah.
She started with me though. She started with me.
I do remember.
I have to. You're just too easy, dude.
I do remember my first weekend there though. I remember Frank picked me up from the airport. And he's like,
Yeah, I remember that too.
He was like, "They ready for you." I'm like, "Damn."
I remember Mr. Frank bringing you from the airport.
Yeah.
I remember that because I was over to the house when you got there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Mr. Frank was trying to scare you.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, they ready for you. He's like, I hope you got your game face on." I'm like, "Okay."
Terry, how did you get started? How did you find out about it?
But it was cool though.
You can't hear you.
Look, Harry, which year was your favorite year teaching us? Which one was your favorite year?
I would say that teaching would be the drum year.
Really? Okay.
I enjoyed that year, but I think 2010 I feel was my best year. For show design and whatever. But as far as enjoying the year, I think drum year was my favorite, most enjoyable time. Yeah.
I'll say I was jealous that I didn't come back the next year for that show.
2010. Same.
I made a guess at the end of the year.
You filled in the spot, Jill? I know we on 09, but you filled in the spot that year, Jill?
Yeah, no, they called me at like 12 o'clock. It was like midnight. And they're like, we need it for tomorrow. I like packed my bag and literally drove to the house that night.
That's the way Live Brigade does it.
I love it.
Sometimes we don't even put calls to get stuff out of them.
Yeah.
You said you could have Greyhound home.
I took a Greyhound bus home from Dayton, Ohio.
From Dayton?
Oh, damn. How many days did that take? 5?
Yo, I remember that.
Some weirdo threw his socks at me. Oh, it was so weird. I will never go on a bus again.
That's when she decided it was a career change and started pursuing tattoos.
Yeah, we didn't see her anymore.
That was it. That did it.
Yeah. I can't do this again. I got a car.
That was some good times though, man. Remember, I tell you what though, when we first started talking about uniforms, there was talk that all the boys was gonna go shirtless, and I'm like, I'm super skinny at the time. I'm like, I'm not going shirtless. So then but ask Maurice, I was eating like baked potatoes every day to gain weight. Like, oh, I gotta gain weight if I would be shirtless.
Not shirtless.
But with uniforms, they let us pick our uniforms out as well.
Yes, that's why I picked the fishnet.
Yeah, we had to go in Norristown to go into the room, and they said, "Oh, what uniforms you have?" Oh, these. I said, "Okay, what's that? That's no shirt. I want that. Can you make my shorts shorter?"
Yeah, wow.
I remember doing that.
Yeah,
them pants was heavy, and they wasn't even flexible. Them pants was thick.
Yeah,
and heavy. Anybody else have that problem?
I think they were made out of.
Because that was that cheap material. That's what that was.
They made out
cheap, but it wasn't
leaves.
stretched. It wasn't stretched.
I said it was that cheap material.
At all.
The back wasn't stretched. The back was actually suede. The front was like.
And Daniel used to fill in for
Julian.
remember Dan used to fill in for Julian?
Mm-hmm.
Like he used to.
Yeah, we must.
Yeah, y'all you remember that?
One show.
No, it was like
Pittsburgh.
2 or 3.
I think one of them was Pittsburgh, and the other might have been Wildwood.
It was a couple of them.
Oh, because he was on tour as well.
Yeah.
So, Rodney, you brought Julian back that first practice too, right?
Yeah.
See, it was like 7 of them, LeCarry, that came. So Rodney, Julian, plus that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think it was like 8 people that came within 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm thinking, wow.
I think so. Yeah, it
Like
was
a
like
lot
8
of that was
people.
my first time speaking to y'all. Like that was my first time speaking to Jason, Ricky, Julian. That was my first time like speaking to all of y'all.
Didn't Ricky
Yeah,
move
it
to
was.
Florida?
I think my biggest thing was I hate that I actually came on the scene and started working with the group when everybody was at the end of their careers. You know what I mean? You know, I would have loved to, been there for 2 or 3 years with that group that I had the drum year. But everybody was kind of ready to hang it up by the time I got there.
Yeah.
We
It's
were
the
getting
way it
old.
goes sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. So.
Put me on a stick. I don't let that go,
I
LeCarry.
felt like that was like a comeback.
I don't ever let that go. Like Maurice and Janelle can tell you, I don't let that go. And Champ
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't believe you ended your marching career.
you did an incredible job with it.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you.
But those are special times, though, guys. I think, and even so now with all that's been going on, and this, whenever WGI comes back on the scene, I really hope that, Sheila and you got all y'all, keep it moving up there. Whoever's involved, because we need Light Brigade now more than ever, I think.
So anybody watching, you got them kids. The group is still active. You can bring them to the group.
Right. If you keep your shelter hand and kids in.
I just graduated a lot of kids last year too for the first time. But we ain't talking about that now. You were still at the your high school too, LeCarry? The same year you did this, right?
Yeah, I was at high school then. Yeah.
You still there too? Okay.
No, well, I'm not. I'm at a different school now. But...
No, I'm in 09. I'm in 09.
Yeah.
That's just crazy going from like just mentally teaching on Monday. You got to teach high school kids, and the weekend you teaching grown folk.
Right. Like real
like mentally,
grown.
that's an adjustment.
Right.
He said real grown.
Right. So you ain't coming in with no, 19-year-olds. You coming in with some real grown folk. So.
Yeah.
But
Like
you
mid
treated us
20s
that
and
way though.
up.
I don't remember you ever like. I don't remember ever. I joke around about the stick, but I don't remember ever getting into it with you like ever. Like
No,
you treated us with respect.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Now, Shill, on the other hand, I get into it with Shill any 2 seconds. I'm about to go over there right now and see knock on her door.
No way.
Yeah.
Listen, if they live 5 minutes away. If we can do it on camera, if y'all want me to, y'all got 5 minutes. I'm so serious. Y'all got 5 minutes. I'll do
That'll
it.
be the after show.
You got about 8 minutes before it's over.
I'll be there about like 8:59.
It's COVID. She ain't gonna let you in, bro.
She's definitely not letting you in.
For the show though, I don't know.
But you'll get there and the whole link will cut off by then.
If we would have thought about this like 5 minutes ago, I definitely would have put on the show.
It'd have been a cliffhanger.
Oh, here we go.
Man.
Where's she going?
That's neither here nor there.
She probably just driving around to get a signal.
Wow.
Yes.
Yo, she missed the whole show.
No,
All right,
I was
she's back.
watching from home. I was watching. And let me address a few things. Yes, I was Captain. Okay, thank you.
Captain, my captain.
Thanks, Jill. Patrick, leave Jill alone. Yes, I'm getting caught all the way out. But anyway.
Wow. Yeah.
So you ain't give us your favorite moment, Janelle, your least favorite moment. You wasn't even around. What's up? And close it out.
I might have to retire from Tarp Talk. I can't do this. My favorite moment. I don't know. Favorite
Janelle, I told him I was gonna
When you march so many years, it's gonna run you out.
Listen, she'll just text me. I was gonna get the F cussed out if I knocked on her door just now. She's telling me to come over. If y'all got 5 minutes, I will go over there now. Like I'm telling you, I will be there. I will be there in 5 minutes. I'm about. Ooh, if this was like 6 minutes shorter.
Did we play this show one more time?
She ain't gonna let you in, bro. She's just gonna hand you a stick out the door.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I'm really about to go. Like, if we'd have thought this 5 minutes later, I would have knocked on that door.
She want to see the show again?
If the stream didn't cut off, I would have came around here. If the stream didn't cut off, I would go around here. But I know we only got a little bit of time left. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Arthur, how much time we got? If we got 7 minutes, I'm out.
He says we don't have time.
You got 4 minutes. Stop it.
That's
Are they
it.
doing this?
Are you lucky still? Here you go. Here you go.
I said when
Here I go.
I was like, oh, Patrick's in it. He'll never stop.
Exactly, Jill. You know, some things just never change.
Yeah, that is the truth, Janelle, right? Some things never change.
You are absolutely right, sweetie. Trying to get with me.
All right, I gotta shut up because she'll telling me to shut up, so I gotta shut the hell up because that's what she told me. She texted me.
Nobody tells you to shut up.
They
don't.
Thank you, Paige. All right, I gotta shut up. She'll told me to shut the hell up. I gotta shut up. Right.
Final words. Final words.
Right, final words. Jill, what was your experience like? Go ahead.
What? You put me on the spot?
Yeah, because everybody else been
That was my favorite year marching. That was my favorite year marching.
Was it?
That was one of my favorite years marching. It was the most difficult and it was the most rewarding.
All right, and what does Light Brigade mean to you, Jill, and the dog, Shireen?
Everything, family, love. I love you guys.
Oh, we love you too, Jill.
Aww.
Remember you had your hair and you transformed into Jaleisha?
Yeah,
You couldn't tell Jill nothing. What's up, Coach D? Coach D, Paley said hi.
Jason, you have a story you want to tell us from this season, or you did it already?
She missed the whole
Well,
show.
yeah, it was just when I busted myself in my remember over my eye in the Atlanta regional.
Oh,
you and that
was my story.
The headband. It was the headband.
Well, yeah, because I sweated so much.
That headband was crazy.
Boots. I'm like, Jason.
I know.
He went through like 3 of them at practice.
Jason might be the only marcher I
I'm
didn't
a
argue with
sweater.
that year.
And I wonder why.
Well, because I minded my business. That's why.
Yes, you
See?
did, Jason. Yes,
All right, Doris.
Doris.
Oh, y'all good.
Dory.
I said it so many times. Get to the next person.
Wow.
Doris, old. Hot Rod. That's my boo. I love Rod.
Atlanta.
Who that? That's you in the back, Rodney.
Maurice, you all in his house.
I am.
No, I missed it. I wish that I came back for another year, but I knew that was it. But I'm glad I finished my marching career with Light Brigade.
Oh, Rodney, that was sweet. That was sweet, Rodney. Uh-oh.
Like Rod, no.
Oh. Oh.
Like what Rodney said. I think I could have squeezed one more year out. I didn't. Looking back at it, I do feel like I could have got one more year out of it. But in terms of this year, the most prolific thing is just when everybody came back. It was like 7 people just for carry space. That shift in talent was really dope.
I know. But it was. I get you, man.
Yeah, I'm back. Go ahead, look at it.
No, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
We've been getting it the whole hour.
Yeah.
You wasn't even here for 50 of the minutes.
Right. He was out on a date or something. But yeah, just love, man. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed coming up all 3 years, especially this year. It was, it's nothing but love and talent, and I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity. That's about it.
Coming all the way from Atlanta. Way to go, LaCarrie.
I remember LaCarrie was supposed to come one weekend and he didn't come. Like the weekend he was originally supposed to come. And we like, oh man, he done backed out. Like, we didn't know what happened. And then he ended up like coming like the next week or the weekend after that or something like that. But we was like, oh, he done flaked out on us.
Oh, I remember that.
Was, wondering if never mind.
Wondering if what?
Nothing.
Never mind.
Yeah. Be careful.
Hey, really quickly, was this the year that we got all that snow and we stayed at Miss Shields' house for like 4 days or something? Was this that season?
That's every year.
That was it.
And we had a snowball fight and we had to shovel the cars
I had so much. Yeah, okay. I just thought about that.
That was it for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Always
Champ.
got love for Philly.
I forgot Champ was even up there.
Like, why is you here? Why are you here, Champ? Look at him.
You tattooing.
Come on, because we overtime. Let's go.
Atlanta, easily Atlanta was the best.
It was not. I never forget us getting out that bus or van and we had to go.
When LaCarrie was like, knuckle up, knuckle you buck.
What do you say, Champ? What do you say, Champ? What do you say?
Knuckle up, knuckle you buck.
Well, thank you, everybody.
What do you say, Champ?
I didn't even get that.
See ya.
Put your rifles up, no matter what guard, put your rifles up. LB, put your rifles up, catch 'em and stick 'em. I don't worry about dropping mine, cause you know my hands are consistent. Can't worry about a place or position. I wish sometimes they would let the